Hi there, and welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Have you had an opportunity to subscribe to the channel yet? If not, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. Have you ever suffered from burnout? Yes, burnout. When you do way too much, you take too much on your plate, and you think you can do it all. It can be done through work, family life, or even an extracurricular. That's when you don't know how to say no to things. You work so hard, maybe you're working 80 hours a week for your job, you come home, you have family responsibilities, and then you find yourself starting to feel tired, fatigued, and just so run down that you can't get out of bed. During COVID-19 and this pandemic, a lot of people are experiencing burnout from Zoom meetings, they call it Zoom fatigue, from being on the computer all day, from not getting the fresh air they need, and just feeling trapped and isolated. Burnout has become bigger in the last year than it has been in a long time. Sometimes that's because we don't understand the work-life balance now that we're home 24 hours a day. So we don't have that commute, that time to take to breathe, to listen to a book, or whatever it may be. And other times it's just because we feel extra pressures because there's a lot going on in the house, whether it's the kids needing your attention because they're doing school from home, or your spouse also being in the house. So there's extra pressures. You're trying to walk around each other to make sure everybody has what they need, but yet you're still getting your work done. For a lot of professionals working from home, they're finding that if they don't have a separate room, that they're working in the same environment as their family, that they're becoming irritable, frustrated, and there's a lot of problems in the house because of this, because obviously their mood rubs off. Also, people feel like, oh, I'm in the comfort of my home, I don't have to commute, I have all this extra time, so they're putting more time into their workday, which ultimately ends in burnout. So this past week, I was sick. And I thought, oh my goodness, first thing, of course, everywhere, COVID! No, it wasn't COVID. I was just so tired. I felt burnt out, emotionally drained. I had to sleep. I slept almost 3 days straight. And after looking at all the tests, so it's not COVID, it's not the flu, it's not this, it's not that, I realized I was burnt out. And you think to yourself, burnt out from what? Well, I spend majority of my time on the computer. My eyes get sore and tired. My brain is on the go 24/7, whether it's Toastmasters, looking for work, or even just connecting with friends. So I almost needed that checkout time, those 3 days, just to disconnect from the computer, disconnect from everybody and everything, and take time to rest. And I think that's what's really important right now, because burnout is so high, is that people need to really realize they need the time to breathe. So yes, weekends are supposed to be that time for us to rejuvenate ourselves for the week, to get back to work or school. But sometimes when you're at home during the lockup, your weekends are very different. You're at home, so you're more likely to go on the computer, whether it's to watch YouTube videos, or just connect with a person, a friend, have a Zoom call with somebody because you're missing them. But you have to be mindful that you're not burning yourself out. There's other creative ways. Talk on the phone. Give your eyes a rest. Go for that walk while you still can. The weather is getting colder. The snow is coming. So get out in the fresh air and just take a few minutes to breathe. Make sure that your to-do list is not never ending. If you have 5 to 7 items on your to-do list, you're safe. But if you start to have 10 to 15 and it keeps growing, you need to take a second look at what's realistic. Because when that list is overwhelming, you feel like you're not doing enough, so you try and do more. But by limiting yourself to maximum 5 items a day, just to feel like you have a sense of accomplishment, it's a good thing. And that includes the stuff you have to do for work. If you're feeling pressure from work, then you need to speak up. You need to tell your boss you're feeling overwhelmed and that you have to make sure you're managing your time. Maybe that's a conversation that not only you are having with your manager, but other members of employees are feeling the same way. These times are really different and unique for everybody, so we're all learning from one another. But if you keep quiet and you don't speak up, nobody knows. So I encourage you to have those conversations with your managers, with your friends, your coworkers. See how they're doing. Check in with them. Find out if they're suffering from burnout too. And if you do have signs of burnout, schedule some time for you. Those hours of sleeping I had or listening to a book did me wonders. And I'm back feeling great. So until the next time, think about, have you been suffering from burnout? Watch the signs. Extra tired, headaches, wanting to sleep. And of course, watch out for depression because it's very common in these times because we're home. We're not engaging with people the same way we used to. And things are changing. The world we live in is becoming a depressing place. So make sure you do a temperature check, as we call it. Check in with yourself every day. How are you doing? And do that with your friends, family members, and coworkers as well. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and I'll see you next time.